So you guys are here to join the army, whether or not you were drafted or you came here on your own because you just wanted to join the efforts. However, you're both from different warrior races, so you were probably drafted. Otherwise, you'd be working in your own races.
Conflict or whatever.
Conflicts. Because you guys go around closing drifts to other planes and stopping things from coming through, and orcs.
So we're a team.
Well, no, keep going.
And orcs usually, unless they're from one of the nearby tribes or whatever that live around the area that usually pillage. If they aren't from one of those, they're usually constantly fighting demons and stuff, and that's where their underworld sins comes from having done that for centuries.
I have a question you may not have thought of.
Yes.
If we were drafted because we were in the area or because drafted from our home areas? Have you thought of that?
Probably in the nearby area.
Okay.
Almost everyone, if not everyone, has sent people up to fight in the north or down if they're from.
Okay, so our area drafted us and sent us to fight for you.
You're currently at a boot camp. You're getting ready to start.
Because we were drafted by our areas.
Mm-hmm.
The orcs drafted me to go fight for the overall cause.
I guess.
Okay.
I mean, we don't really know that fact, but
That's
we've
up to
been
you
drafted.
guys. Because
Okay.
whatever your backstory is, it's yours, and whatever your backstory is, it's yours. So you could have been drafted. You could have came here on your own. Could have felt because you felt bad for leaving your normal conflict, so you felt obligated to come help here after how many years of being in isolation or whatever your backstory is.
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
You surely created characters thinking of the way we are, I guess. Which one did you think I was going to pick?
Oh yeah, you told us neither one of us picked the one you thought we'd pick, right? Last week.
I didn't know what you'd pick. I didn't think you'd pick the powers that you did.
Oh, it's the powers. Okay.
I had no idea what races you were going to pick or how you were going to allocate your stats. It's just
You don't even have a clue
What you would expect.
at all, huh?
no. I know that you guys did stuff differently than what I would have done. But that's different from expected.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so our boot camp.
There's about 20-ish other people, and you're in the middle. You're near I guess it would technically be inside the castle, because the castle is anywhere inside the walls of a town that I should have thought of a name of. You're probably half a mile, if somewhere between a quarter and half a mile away from the keep itself, because this is a big castle. And you're standing around with some other people, and a few minutes later, someone appears in the keep and walks over and says, "First off," and he throws everyone a bag. "Organize these bags from heaviest on the bottom,
Heaviest on bottom.
heaviest on the bottom, lightest on the top."
Aw, this makes me think of my baby. Done, sir.
and he comes over, inspects everyone's bags as they do it, as they finish, and how's your bag?
How do I think my bag is? I think you're going to think hers is more right because it's not on the bottom.
Right, it is. Mine is more right. I followed the orders. I already win.
So you're thinking I'm wrong.
Your star's not at the top.
I put it on the top and then it slid to the bottom.
Why did you put your shoe and your thing side by side instead of one on top of the other?
That's the way they fit better.
That's wasn't the
So
instructions.
when I put it on the back and it fits better.
Okay, you're a loser.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters. You just automatically did.
How do you know this is down at the bottom?
I know. And so do you.
Anyway, all right. So
So now everyone, take out your
unpack your bag.
Yeah, unpack your bag from, and he would be way more confident saying this because I'm not a drill sergeant
Right.
and I don't want to be. With circle on the from your left to your right, circle, glove, shoe, star.
Left to right.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
What did I do wrong?
This time, nothing. And he gets on to some other person for getting it wrong, for not being able to follow basic orders. Either not paying attention or whatever. The guy gives some explanation. Who cares? And he says, at least most of you are good at following basic orders. Today, you start your journey to become the elite soldiers of... I didn't think of the country name either. What's the name of the country? Yeah. Might say name it more. So.
Something like everything, but not good. Sorry, okay.
Yeah. I just say syllables in my head until something like that.
Stand.
Okay, things exactly
Is it a rural community? Is it a farm community? Is it a urban community?
it's a medieval town. You're in a medieval society.
So it's all fine. That's all you work for the teams.
It doesn't have to run, so you can get a lot more bang for buck in terms of around to farm projects. Yeah. So not quite as close to modern times, but some way farmer than modern times. Probably like the somewhere like 1700s, 1800s in terms of farming.
Well, I've seen Burgle, so Burgle's good.
Virgo.
I haven't been to stuff, so I'm not great enough. Just kind of.
So today you will start your journey towards being elite soldiers of the Berg. He motions off to the keep again, and the orb rapidly flies to his hand, and he catches it. Does anyone know what this is? It's a little glowy...
It's an orb. It's a
I'm
glowy
gonna
orb.
say it is. And then do we make guesses?
If you want to.
I think it is a weapon.
No.
It's a plasma ball that you play catch with.
No.
Keep guessing. Or doesn't matter.
Some other people will guess other incorrect answers.
It's a ball of energy created from your chi.
No. This is a rapi.
A rapi?
A rapi. And then one person in the crowd raises their eyebrows. It is an orb given to us by the gods. If you touch it, you will no longer be able to grow normally. No matter how much you train, no matter how much you try to get better at a skill, you will not
Ooh.
But your efforts will be multiplied hundreds of times from between times you touch the Roppy.
Meaning what? Efforts? What do you mean?
Within the next year,
Okay.
you will become super soldiers, basically.
Give me that thing.
Compared
Well,
to over the next year, you will be 50% stronger than someone who spends their whole life dedicated to being a bodybuilder.
That's before or after touching the ball?
Only if you touch the ball. So, who here was not drafted? A couple people raised their hands. Do either of you raise your hands? Are you
We're
here
both
with-
drafted. You just told us we were.
Oh no, we were either drafted or we joined.
Yeah, or you came here willingly.
Oh, I came here willingly.
Okay,
I'm gonna say I was drafted.
I'm fighting the fight.
okay.
That's me.
He doesn't do that. Those of you who just raised your hands, if you do not wish to be tied down to only being able to grow through touching Roppies, get out. One person leaves.
I take it that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
It prevents natural growth, and it lets you effectively spend a month to get 10 months worth of effort out of what you did. You have to between touching a Roppy and touching it again.
Okay, that seems counterintuitive.
I agree.
It prevents growth, but it makes you 10 times stronger.
So right now,
Yeah.
you could go out and lift weights and become stronger over the days, whereas if you were to touch this, you could lift those same, instead of being able to lift 50 pounds today and then 55 in a month and then 60 in another month, you would only be able to lift 50 forever until you touch a Roppy again. And then if you dedicated...
So you don't have to ramp up to the 50. You're just instantly at the 50.
If you started at 50...
Right. You stay at 50 until you
You
touch
stay
it
at 50
again.
until you touch it again, and then you would if you spent 3 months working up your weight, like the guy who went from 50 to 55 to 60 to 65, you would instantly jump to 200.
In the meantime, though, you're just at 50.
Yes.
But you also don't have to work because you know you're not going to get any better.
Right. Well, you have to work because you have to put in the work, but it multiplies that work by
Okay.
Touching
10 times.
Robbie again.
Yeah. You touch a Roppy again to cash in the work that you did before.
Yeah, I need that in my little bag here.
How long do you have to wait between touches?
You could touch it instantly. It would
Well,
just
you just
there'd be
haven't
no
done
point.
any work.
Yeah. So, everyone line up in an orderly line and come touch the Roppy. And then people touch it and instantly just no reaction. It doesn't
Right.
even seem like anything happens.
Right.
You touch it and you see a woman sitting in a chair, a fat man laying on a couch, and another guy sitting in a chair talking to the woman. And then your hand comes off and you're a little confused because you're back into being in your body and no one else reacted like anything happened. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, get out of the line. Get out of the way then. No, you already touched it.
Okay.
Get out of the way for the next person.
So in my mind, I saw something.
Yes.
Okay.
But nobody else knows it.
Right.
Because it's just in my mind. Okay.
A
A woman fat woman in a chair.
woman in a chair, a fat man on a couch, and a guy in a chair
Okay.
talking to the woman.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Where'd you get that idea?
And then the others, some other people touch it, and then you touch it. And you see a woman sitting in a chair, a fat man on a couch, and a man in a chair talking to the fat man. And then you're back in your body.
Talking to the fat man.
And once again, you're a little disoriented because you just were in line, and then you touched this thing, and you were somewhere else, and just a couple seconds later, back in your body, like, what? Huh? And he says, "Are you okay?"
Well, I just had a little out of body experience, but yeah, I'm okay.
Get out of the way, then.
Get out the way then. Do we stand and do we get caught in space? Does it matter? Okay.
You were in line,
Okay.
and then the others touch it. No one else has any sort of reaction. They just touch it and leave.
But we both got stuck and had to be told to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were you both got disoriented after you touched it. You don't both know.
So you know it. You know what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. You know the significance of what just happened,
Yes, but you guys don't.
Okay.
and nobody else does.
Right. So, after everyone's touched it, he chucks it back to the keep, and it lands.
Touching it again.
It lands back wherever it came from.
Is the keep what you might think of as the courtyard?
It's it's what you normally think of as the castle. It's the big.
Okay.
It's the
The
big.
keep is the
Major building?
fence around the whole castle.
No.
No, the castle is anything inside the walls. The
Okay.
keep is the big part where the king lives and all that stuff.
Okay.
So there are some castle towns that were whole towns, like this one. So the next 4 months are going to be the most intense training you've ever had, especially since you're not going to get
You're
used
just
to
talking
it.
to us now.
All of you, the
Oh yeah.
drill sergeant.
Yeah. We shouldn't have touched, but in the long run, it'll be a good thing.
As of right now, you should bang. Instantly your underworld sense kicks off. You can tell there's something big, not that far from you.
So 100 feet away, he's within 100 feet.
Oops. There's something huge appears in the castle grounds. A huge thud happens from it hitting the ground, and the drill sergeant says, "Get to the keep right now!" and starts and jumps at the whatever this is. It's a big kind of ape-like shaped thing where it has smallish back legs, and it's on its front arms, and it's kind of spiky along the arms, and it punches, and the guy pulls a sword and cuts through the fingers, and you guys need to be running towards the keep.
Okay. Running.
And on your way, a couple people come out of the keep and run towards the big whatever it is. Eventually you lose your sense because you run far enough away, but obviously it's obvious.
Yeah, now it's there.
And as you're almost about to enter the keep, I forgot to give people their dice. You don't need these.
Both of these are mine. Oh, that's my door. Or my ruling.
Thank you. Did Guern warn us?
No, it whatever happened too fast for his sense.
Okay.
It wasn't there, and then it was within 100 feet.
Okay.
Uh,
I forgot we're rolling into the bowl.
Yeah, just to keep them from flying off under the couch or wherever.
How many D20s?
You should have 2 of them.
How many D4s? Or 6s?
A lot. You can almost make a full cube out of them. I didn't think of that while ordering them. Otherwise, I would have gotten you a full 3x3 cube of them. But you have less than a full 3x3 cube of them because of
Okay,
that.
so we need a D20.
Yeah.
A D4.
Is this the 20? Yeah, there's 19.
Only one D4?
You have a lot of triangles. I don't know how
How
many.
do we need? I mean,
Just a couple.
Yeah, a couple. A couple's fine.
but how many D4s do we need?
I don't remember what's on your sheet. Your skills.
Skills. Oh, those are powers. Skills. 6 points and 4 points. I didn't write down how many.
Swords and bows.
I didn't write down these D whatevers.
It.
But we can
What-
do that as we go,
yeah.
I guess.
I remember that you had level 1 and everything, but did you put 2 levels in your? I guess you put 2 levels in foraging and 1 in bows, so you'd need a D4 and D6 if you wanted to, and you'd be just a D4, just D4s.
D4 and D6.
Mine are only D4s?
Yeah, because the skill level determines what dice you roll.
Translation, I'm a wimp.
Level 1 skills, you roll a D4, level 2 a D6, and all the way up to a D12, and then you just add another dice.
We need a D12 as well?
Not right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now we just have very low
Yeah.
level.
If you had a level 5 skill, then yes, you would need a.
Hey, I have 4 on the bows.
You didn't spend that. I'm pretty sure that's how many points you spent, not the level. Because I remember you only it would be swords 2 and bows, or yeah, swords 2, bows 4.
Yeah, that's what I got, 2 and 4.
Because that's the points you spent because you wrote down whatever you wanted instead of what I told you to.
Okay.
Remember that sack at the end? Okay, so now what? Roll a D20?
Yeah. You guys get. Okay, so all the bad guys go last.
So, oh, I got a 2.
I got a 1.
Oh, good.
Plus your agility. So.
Two plus agility,
Yeah.
but that's just to see the order.
Yeah.
Seems like something that huge is going to be hard to beat, Guern.
I have a 14.
Well, you guys are far enough away from that, and the guards of the castle are fighting it. And while they're distracted, you guys get pulled into the ground, and you can feel and hear through the ground that other people get chucked off into pairs, and it's just you two versus 3. You get pulled into a little chamber is a good word, underground, that's been hollowed out. There's no exits that you can see. There's 3 humans with swords that are coming down on you right now.
Ooh.
And one of them is holding up a little. I can't think of the shape name.
Prism?
Sure. A little prism, because that's generic enough. And standing a little further back, and Guern, you're up first. There's
You're gonna-
there's two
you're gonna-
people. There's two people bringing down swords on. There's two people bringing down swords on her. That guy has a prism that he's holding up, whether or not that's anything.
So they've got her surrounded.
Yeah.
All I can do is shoot. Or turn invisible.
All right, so I'm going to move up right next to the one between them. Which one's got this coming down on both of them?
Both of them have swords coming down on
Onto her.
on Dewey, and that one's holding up a gem.
Okay.
Which one's holding up a gem?
This one, the one
I
that's
know
further
it's
away.
Dad's turn and all that, but if I turn invisible, I'm still there.
Yes.
But they wouldn't be able to know where it was.
Right.
But it's not my turn.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to hit him with a sword.
Okay.
Which is
D20 and a D4.
D20 and a 4.
D20 and 4.
Because he's rolling to attack, so almost everything you roll except for damage. You roll a D20 plus whatever relevant skill dice. So he has a swords level of 1.
Okay.
So that's a D4.
Okay, now every time we attack we roll 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
4,
add your dexterity.
4, 3, and 10. So 17.
That clinks off his armor.
Thanks a lot, Guern.
He has some studded leather armor. You hit one of the studs.
How big's the stud?
I think they're like that big, question mark. I can't remember. It's a while.
How long?
This long?
There's studs in the armor.
Right.
They're not pointy things.
right.
Okay.
They're just circles.
Like rivets.
Yeah, they're circles that they
Not
put-
long and pointy.
Right.
Okay.
Alright.
Those would be spikes.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking of, but they're not. They're just studs.
Right. You can look up studded leather armor if you wanted to see what it is. It's just leather armor, but they have some metal
Studs in them.
studs in them
to help hold them together and yeah. Okay.
to give it a little extra.
Strength or whatever.
Yeah. You can attack again because you can attack. You have 3 actions on your turn. You already moved and attacked once.
So what?
Does he need to be doing any of that other stuff?
Okay, what's a vital shot?
That's the healing that you wanted.
Cost transfer. Okay, see, so minor regeneration and underworld stance. Okay, so that's not any good. All I've got is I got 2 pieces of. Hey, would you take 2 pieces of silver to back off? Oh, wait a minute. I have a multiplier because we're
Oh yeah, roll another d20. What was on the d20 last time?
It added up to 17.
Yeah,
Yep.
he said 4.
10, 4, and 3. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, which one was on the 20? Do you remember?
3, well, no, 4.
Okay.
Because 3 was on the D4.
Okay, so roll 20.
6.
That
makes it 19.
23. Or it was only 17?
19.
Okay.
Yeah, that still misses. So go ahead and roll 2 d20s and a 4. Take the higher of the 20s.
That's why I moved up there closer.
Yeah.
Hey, I knew something.
Hey.
Trying to escape.
Lick your fingers, maybe.
4. 12. So 12 and 4 and 10. So 20.
That's a 16, isn't it?
Oh, it's a 16? Okay, I thought it was a 0. It's a 16.
These used to have indicators on them.
The dot.
Yeah. They used to have a bar under the bottom or something. Or maybe it was just the triangle. Let me
Is that
see.
16 or an 18?
That's 16 or 19. Let me see it again. It's
16 and 19 are they're.
It's 16.
6 and 9 need an indicator.
Yeah.
16 and 19 shouldn't.
It's a
Correct.
It's a 16.
Unless it's a 91. I chose the 91.
16 plus
420 and plus 10
Plus
is
10.
30.
So that hits. Go ahead and roll a d4
Again?
for damage, yeah. And add your strength.
which is
It's
The
on
STR.
the-
strength. Okay, so 4 plus 10, 14.
I think I'm out of the game. I have no skill but arrows.
Your
You just stab them.
Go ahead.
it's your turn.
It's my turn?
Yep. He used all 3 of his actions.
Okay, all I
I did?
have is an arrow.
Yeah, you moved
Oh,
and then you attacked twice.
all right.
You can
Okay, how far away can I get?
you can probably get 10 feet away.
That would be an action.
Mhm.
Okay, do that. And then I want to turn invisible.
That would be another action.
And that cost me 5 wisdom.
Mhm.
So my wisdom is down to 5. Now, I can shoot from there.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't write down anything to do about when I shoot.
Did you take?
I
You
changed
took
my
bows, so it would be a D20 plus a D4.
D20 plus D4 roll.
Which one are you shooting? The guy with the gem?
I'll shoot the one that's been hit.
Okay, so you're hitting that guy.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
A D4 and 20.
And add your dex.
That's a 6, 19. 19.
Miss.
Miss. Okay, I'm done. Because I've used my 3 actions.
Yes.
Rats.
So,
But I'm invisible.
yeah. This guy, we'll just say...
Thanks for running on me.
I ran back so I could turn invisible.
Yeah, but you could have attacked and then ran back. Anyway, go ahead. It's okay.
The thing that didn't hit was the stupid dice, not my actions.
So,
Yeah, but you would have been rolling 2d20.
I would have. Why?
Because we had-
if you do melee attacks while you're opposite sides of the other person, you roll 2 to 20 to the highest.
Even if I don't have a melee
If you're doing...
weapon,
If you're shooting a bow, that's a ranged attack, so you wouldn't
right?
get advantage.
And I don't have a melee weapon, so I'm not going to be much help till we get out on the wide open prairie.
You mean like today?
So anyway, it's Dad's turn again.
No, it's the bad guy's
No,
turn.
it's
That's what I
just
thought,
3 bad
bad
guy
guys.
turn.
The
And since I moved in on you,
Yeah.
guess where where his attention to detail is going to be.
We'll just say you guys have normal leather armor, which would be plus 20 armor to whatever endurance you have.
So do what?
20 plus a tenth of your endurance is your armor.
A tenth of 6 isn't even isn't 1.
So it would round up to
1. Okay, so where is that?
21 in your armor.
I mean,
the
armor.
the diamond.
Okay, so 21.
We
So
both have 21?
Yes. Just as standard you're just
Intro.
walking around, you have basic padded leather armor.
okay.
Since they aren't gonna give you guys anything special yet.
Right.
So that guy's gonna turn around after having hit the air from her getting out of the way and try to hit you. Go ahead and roll defense, which would be just a d20 plus your endurance or plus your armor.
10.
Plus your armor. Should be 20 something. At the top in that diamond.
Oh, 21.
So it
So 31 altogether.
So 31.
so it sinks into your armor but doesn't hurt you at all.
Ugh, good.
And he'll swing again. Go ahead and roll defense
no,
again.
He gets to swing 3 times too.
Twice.
Only
20.
twice.
So I critted.
Plus your other 21.
41.
So he also does not hit you.
So it glances off of him and then goes back and cuts his throat.
And this guy will come around behind you.
Oh no.
Go ahead and roll 2d20s, take the lowest.
So now he has melee advantage.
2 20s. 17 and 16.
So 16.
Plus
Plus his
21.
armor or not?
Yeah, plus armor. So again, that'll
37.
Your armor's doing work.
Mm-hmm.
Roll again, because he's going to take a second swing again.
Just one?
Yeah, 2, take the lowest again.
No.
14 and 15.
So 35.
I'm not sure if you guys like it, but I like at least the idea of players always roll.
Defensive move.
They just always roll in combat. You guys roll for saving throws and attacks, and whenever I attack you, instead of me rolling, you roll defense.
Mm.
I'm not sure if...
Less work on your part.
Yeah, less work on my part. So, again, your armor doing work. And then the guy with the gym,
You see that?
Yep. So... A big chunk of ground falls from the ceiling and hits right there, right here, and nowhere else.
From the guy with the gym.
From the guy with the gym. And then a bunch of dirt or a bunch of the ground will come up and try to encase you to prevent you from moving. Go ahead and roll d20 plus agility.
Just one?
Just one.
15.
Plus your agility.
Oh.
That's,
Oh.
not on your, that's just down that.
11. AGI?
Yeah.
Mhm.
5 plus 6.
So yeah, 11.
Oh no.
So you can't move.
Oh no.
You can still attack and stuff, but you're
I can
encased.
defend and attack.
Yeah.
Up to my waist.
Yeah, but you can't
You just can't
get out of where your position. And it's your turn.
So I can't run.
Right.
So you have to attack from where you are, from whence.
Okay, so this guy, who
Which one's injured?
who grabbed a hold of me with the ground?
This guy. He's holding up a gem, and you can assume since he didn't come up for you, he's doing some sort of magic.
Okay, so with my bow,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shoot.
The guy who bought the gym.
I'm going to shoot the guy. I'm going to shoot for the gym.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Meaning you need from arm to
Yeah.
gym.
Go ahead and roll to hit, which would just be d20 plus d4 plus your dex.
$18, 28.
That'll knock the gem out of his hand. The whole room kind of, it doesn't crush you, but it squishes down, and you feel really all of you are squished together, and it's real tight, and you feel like an air bubble just you feel like you're trapped in an air bubble in water, and you just and you're on the ground, up on the
good.
ground near the keep. A couple other groups have figured that out, but you're still outnumbered near the keep. Hopefully, you can either escape to the keep, or some other guards will come assist you, or whatever it is you guys want to do. If you want to continue fighting, if you want to try running away, it's still an initiative order, but that's your first action.
Way to go, Guernsey.
The keep would be that way.
Now, how long am I invisible?
10 minutes, so you're going to be invisible forever in this fight.
I think I'll run. Sorry, dude.
She doesn't know you yet.
Yeah, I have.
No. She knows me,
I've known him long enough. I'm ruined.
and I know her.
Well, I just have no. I can't do anything but shoot a bow.
And this is a realistic game.
I guess I could
It,
shoot the guy who had the gym, even though the gym is gone.
Here's the thing.
The
You're
gym-
invisible,
Yeah.
and you have distance.
So shoot somebody.
Shoot somebody.
It's still Guern's turn.
That's what I was gonna say. It's his turn.
He shoots the gym. It falls to the ground. The whole ground is.
I have 2
nearby.
turns left.
Yeah, you have 2 actions. You can try to escape with strength. You can hit someone again. Oh yeah, roll damage. D4 plus Dex. For how much you hurt him.
3, 13.
So now you can try to escape. You can roll D20 plus strength. You
So
can just attack.
I've got 2 actions.
Yeah.
I can run, and I can attack.
You can try to escape the. I guess the ground would have.
You said
gone
you
with
spit
it.
us right up. I'm free.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. So yeah, you can try to run to the keep. You can try to hit these guys. Whatever it is you want to do. There's 2 other recruits around you, and there's a total of 6 people. The recruits look like they're trying to run to the
The key.
keep. And
How far is the keep away? Where's the point?
the keep's that way about 100 feet, 50, somewhere around there.
I'm going to attack him again.
Okay.
Does he have any damage? Physical damage?
This guy's the one who you already attacked.
Okay. Is he the one? Does he have any physical damage other than me knocking the button off?
He's on the ground from having had that happen. Also, you'd probably be closer together now that I think about it. I'm gonna just pick you up and throw you on the ground because you weren't. I can't think of the words I want, but
we were spit out like a fountain.
So this is you. That's her. Bad guy.
She's
She's
still
invisible.
invisible. Now, which one's the bad guy that I hurt?
We'll go ahead and say they're in the same order, just because that's easier. So
So
this guy would be the one you hurt. This is the unhurt melee guy.
yeah, but
This
the
is
one that I hurt was between us.
he
No.
was he was closer to me.
Yeah, and then the other guy moved around to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the guy who's already hurt. This is the guy who ran around you to hit you and failed.
Well, she's willing to leave me. I think I just might like it.
No, you don't know I'm willing to leave you because I haven't said it in the game.
I'm going
I
to
said it
attack
down
him,
here.
Okay.
and then I'll evaluate my running skills.
The single D20 because she. Well, I guess you would still help. So go ahead and roll 2 D20s. Take the highest.
8, 1, and 10. Dex?
Yeah.
19.
That misses. So, off a stud again.
Eventually, I'm going to hack through that suit. I'm just going to hit him. I'm going to man up.
Yeah, because until we make some damage, it doesn't accumulate.
16, 2, that's 18, 28.
That hits. So go ahead and roll a d4 and add your strength.
I'm not taking that.
Shake it in your hand.
It's almost like that's how those work.
I'm going to say 2 because you told me to shake it in my hand. Because it's a 1 now. So 2 plus what, Dex?
Strength.
12.
Okay. So you cut through the leather part of his armor, and you can see a little blood come back whenever you pull your.
Little bud, I want that bad boy to be hosing her down.
You got hurt.
No, she got hurt. I
The other guy
just
got
attacked.
hurt? Okay.
Yeah. So Bo's turn. What you doing? Or Dewey's turn?
I'm going to shoot somebody. Can I shoot? Do I have to be a certain distance to shoot?
Shouldn't.
No.
Okay, the closer the better then, so I can shoot
Both of, well,
the
yeah.
neck.
Here's the thing: you shoot the one between us.
What if I miss and shoot you?
Shoot the one between us. You roll two d20s.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
If you're using melee, if you're using ranged,
Oh, yeah.
And right now, nobody's seeing you.
Yeah, but I can't use melee, so because I don't have those weapons. But I'll still shoot that one.
Okay.
This at 20 and a 4.
Yep.
And then add
Dex.
20, 30.
Total.
Yeah,
Okay.
16, 4, and 10. 30.
That'll hit.
Woo! Now damage is at 4.
Yep. Plus your Dex.
13.
So into the same arm.
Poor guy.
Hey, he's trying to
I
hurt us.
know. Now, can I just do that exact same thing again?
Yep.
2 more times because I've only used one action.
You can only do. Oh yeah, you shouldn't have been able to attack 3 times. Oh well. You can.
Why?
Because you can only do two actions from the same category on the turn. So you can do two attacks, 2 movement, and 2 defensive options. Although you don't have defensive options yet.
Okay, so I can
You can
attack
attack
one
again.
more time.
Yeah, and then you can move or do some defensive options.
Oh, 13 plus Dex.
Yeah.
23, that's not very good.
Yeah, that misses.
So now I can run.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll run as far as I can, whatever that is.
What's your agility?
6.
There you go.
Okay, thank you.
So bad guy 1. Go ahead and roll defense, Guern, as he's going to come over.
Defense is what again? 1d20.
Two d20s, take the lowest because he's. You're between them.
Eight.
Plus
what?
your armor.
21. So 29.
So he'll go ahead and hit you for. $13 damage.
I got 13 damage?
Yep.
We're-
I had a 28.
HP.
Yep.
This is 30 like mine. So now you're 17.
How much damage again?
13. So you're down to 17.
He has 50 to.
I have
He has 50 to
50.
start
You have 50. Why do I have only 30?
because he has more vitality.
Okay. So then
Anyways.
you're down to 33.
It's mostly humans here, so you 2 tall folk are stand out pretty well.
I'm tall.
I can't. Let me find the things, but I think one of you averages 11 feet and one of you averages 10 feet.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
tall people. You average 9, 10. You average 10, 5.
Oh my gosh, we're tall. Let's get married and have tall offspring.
We did.
Yeah.
So he's gonna try to hit you again to end his turn.
2.
Yeah, and take the lowest. And then add your armor.
This was the lowest though. 26.
So he is again going to hit you for 11 damage.
Get out of there. Do your run. It's too late, isn't it? Because it's not his turn to run.
11.
Yeah.
From 33 is 22.
Ooh.
And then the other sword guy is going to try to hit you twice again. So go ahead and do that again. Go ahead and just roll your d20s twice. Take the lowest twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
20 and an 18.
38.
So that one misses. Go ahead and go again.
I'll take that one again. Yeesh.
No.
22.
That'll hit. for 15 damage.
It's down to 7. Don't leave me alone. Well, I guess I am invisible. I'm just gonna hide, and I'm safe.
The guy.
Thanks for bailing out on me.
I didn't bail. I tried. I shot twice, and then I ran.
The other guy's gonna scramble around for the gym for a little bit, realize that he has no idea where it is, and run.
Hey, we
He's just
ran
leaving.
off.
Guern, you're up.
Run!
Yeah, you better. You better run.
I'm just running.
So what's your
Oh.
agility?
All 3. Let him run all
6.
3.
So yeah, you guys are running. I guess you're running as well.
Yeah.
They can't see her anyway.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna hold her hand and I'll disappear too.
I should probably shoot twice and then run.
sure, if you want to.
Yeah.
Between the guy scrambling and Guern starting to run, a couple guards in worse equipment than the other people that went to fight the big demon thing, whatever it is, come out of the keep and start trying to help with the closer group. So there are guards coming to
Take
help,
over.
to
basically.
take over, basically. Yeah.
Okay, I still think I want to shoot though. Why not? How far away from the keep am I now? It's 90 feet.
Ish.
Are we keeping track of that? As far as how far apart we now are?
I say just run.
How much can I run in one run? My agility?
You can run 5 or 6 squares, yeah.
So I could run, and I can do that 3 times, or I can only do 2 of the same thing.
You only 2 of the same thing.
Well,
So
I might as well shoot once.
yeah.
Okay, so this.
Yeah. Or you could try to use a pseudo technique to make the floor muddy or whatever to make it harder to follow you.
Do I have that technique?
You can do anything you can imagine as long as you have the points for it, the stats for it. You'll spend stats to get an effect. It won't be as powerful as if you had a dedicated technique for it.
Okay.
Uh,
I think I'll just shoot.
okay.
Quicksand.
Oh yeah, 7. Plus my dexterity, 10.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
My next 2 are running.
You guys are definitely going to get away, so
Okay.
you guys escape into the keep. A couple more guards run past you
Toward the
toward the
thing.
toward the guys.
Okay.
A couple more groups pop out of the ground, and right as you get in, one group pops out of the ground, and the other 2 recruits are dead.
Oh no.
So, you guys are safely in the keep.
Where's
And-
that orb at? I need to touch that thing again.
It's only been 2 minutes.
Exactly.
So,
When I learned that I need that orb, I need to put that in my pocket. Precious.
you guys watch an interesting light show as a bunch of mages and a few melee people, because most people around here are mages simply because magic is so easy that most people do magic instead of fighting with swords and bows and stuff. It's just that up in the north, it's harder to use magic that leaves your body. So you have to instead of just using the mages that are everywhere to fight, their magic goes haywire up in the north. So you have to have specially trained
Mages.
people,
Traditional
Soldiers.
soldiers.
yeah, to go fight that war. So you watch an interesting light show as a bunch of really powerful mages shoot fire electricity and the ground and stuff into this demon, and a couple guards and a couple stray shots from the or a few guards and a couple stray shots from the fight, take out the rest of the these bad guys.
Yeah.
And eventually the rest of the recruits pop up with the other bad guys, but the bad guys are just surrounded by guards at this point, so
Good.
they're dealt with swiftly, and all the recruits get back in the keep. And eventually the big demon thing falls to the ground, and they pick up one of the recently felled these bad guys, and you can see some magic course through him, and he jolts back awake, and he's carried off to somewhere, probably to be interrogated. And we can end it there, or we can continue. That's basically what I had planned.
I'm ready to stop. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I finally have some things figured out after all this time. I know how many things I can do, and I know kind of how many dice to roll.
So we're going to heal up time next time.
Yeah, we're going to say that the first big section of training goes by, where you go through very intense physical training.
It does nothing because we have touched the
Yes.
Rappy?
The Rapi.
Rappy.
It's a boot camp. You do push-ups and sit-ups and
But we
run
don't-
all around and march all over the place. You basically just go until you drop every day,
Yeah.
because there's no real reason not to, because there's no overtraining anymore. You're just going to train and train and train for 4 months straight. You're just physically wiped out every single
Right.
day.
Because you don't get any stronger.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have a question. That attack, was it real or part of the training?
It was real.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, because people died. So
Yeah.
I guess it would have to be real.
and there's less people than you thought than came in, because a couple of the groups did die.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to full health.
Well, so next week it's not going to just be picking up right where we left off. It's going to be some distance in the future.
It'll be 4 months
Okay.
later. You guys will have talked to people, and all occasional
I'm
throughout.
thinking 4 months, like every other day we're massaging that rappy thing.
No, are we?
The longer you go between uses, the better it is. Because if you do it a week later, it'll only be like two weeks worth of effort. If you go a month without doing it, it'll be about 3 months without touching it. If you go 4 months without touching it, it'll be closer to 20, and then if you go a full year, it'll be closer to 10 years worth of
Oh my
training.
gosh.
So it's
So the longer you can wait, the better.
yes. They have been keep it ready just in case you guys need to pre-normal go touch it. But over the next 4 months, you go through extreme training, just for the physical part of it, and they say that after the intense physical part, they'll start training you on your skills, and you're still going to train till you drop. You're just going to train sword fighting or bow shooting or whatever it is.
Now, during this 4 months that we're training, are we gaining anything on here?
No, you've touched the rapi. You're not
Yeah.
gaining anything until you touch it again.
Which seems, when you think in the short term, it's a dumb idea.
Yeah.
But when you think in the long term, it's a very good idea.
And because like they said, by the end of this, you'll be about 50% stronger than someone who's a bodybuilder all their life. So
Okay. So far, so fun.
So if we did another section here, how long how much would that add to the 4 months? So we
You
have no
mean-
leveling up or anything like that.
Right.
No, it's just the next time we meet, because we touched the roppy, we can't level up. We're stuck till we touch it again, and we can't touch it again until next time we play, and that's next week.
You guys are particularly weak. You guys are usually one of the first, if not the first, to drop from your physical training, simply because you guys don't have very high stats. You went very power centric.
Well, I will tell you for a fact that is exactly the way it really is.
Because you guys went very power centric instead of stat centric builds.
Right. I'm gonna keep everything together.
Yes. You can go ahead and... I don't remember what I was going to say after that, so never
I
mind.
like this better, but it's because I know how to do it. Like I said.
It's also... It's a little more complex in that there's different... I didn't know these were directioned. I didn't know these were rectangles instead of squares.
What is it?
The Tupperware. They're
Oh, you
rectangles.
thought they were squares?
I just put the lid on. I put the lid on and started pressing down. Nothing's happening. Huh? Look down. There's still room around it.
That's hilarious.
Uh,
What you were talking about, it's a little bit.
after the 4 months, they'll ask you what kind of specialization you want to do. If you want to be a ranged person, using a bow, if you want to use swords primarily, or if you want to primarily be a healer.
Is there anything? The next time we get together, are we going to advance in any way?
We might after the next time, but not between this time and the next time, but between the next time and the time after
the
that.
next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if that's the case, why don't we just level up now? That way we're there and we won't have to waste time
Well,
next time.
for the next section of the training after the intense physical training, they're going to train you in specific skills, and they want to know if you would prefer being a melee fighter, a ranged fighter, a healer, or someone who mostly does supportive stuff like enchanting weapons and stuff like that. If you would be significantly weaker in a fight like that, you'd still be really strong. But compared to someone who is specifically a melee, who's specifically trained for swords, you'd be really weak.
May I
So.
say the word is apathy? That's what I
Ah.
was looking for.
So would you want to be a melee fighter, a ranged fighter, or a healer?
I'm going to want to be a melee
Oh, I
fighter.
can tell you for a fact, Guern's a melee. I need
And I want some of that elf created weaponry.
I believe that's a different game. Your glasses, Doodle.
Sounds like we're very parallel this game to me. To D&D.
I'm going to be a ranged warrior. The rangier, the better.
Good night, good night.
Night. Tell me a rumor that you
Oh,
hear.
tell you a rumor
Yeah.
that I hear in the 4 months that we're together?
Yeah.
I heard that the drill sergeant is a spy.
What brought you Friday? It's weird to see an orc around here that isn't pillaging.
Just coming into cool. I'm getting tired of orcdom, and I thought I would start changing my ways and start protecting people rather than pillaging.
About 2.5 months into your training, you hear about a big escape from the arena. A bunch of prisoners escaped from the arena that were scheduled to fight.
On the out on the river, on a bluff that's above the river, a bluff with a little cave in it, small, that you can't see from anywhere else. You know, you have to know it's there to know it's there.
I saw you didn't raise your hand whenever he asked who was here voluntarily, so obviously you're here because you're drafted.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can I be here because I'm drafted? Or do I have to have a reason to be here first?
Why are you out of the ocean
Okay.
in general?
Just to see the world.
So have either of you ever heard of the legend of the blade?
I have not.
I've heard, but I'd like to hear more about it.
It's not surprising considering you're not human. Very rare for it to get out of the borders, I guess. Long, long ago, a man saw the evil, oppressive government of Lachasia and said, "No more." With little more than himself, his sword, and 2 allies, the Crow and who has become known as the Betrayer, he destroyed that oppressive government with no remaining heirs or other relatives remaining to claim the throne. The Betrayer then proclaimed himself the new king of Lachasia and appointed others he knew to other positions of power. The Blade, believing such an act to be replacing one oppressor with another, took grievance with the claim and unleashed beasts of unimaginable destruction, leveling the capital and killing the Betrayer. That's the only verifiably true portion of the stories. The craters left from that battle still scar the lands near the gnomes. There's some rumors that he even fought the Dreamer to a standstill and may be alive, despite this being a few thousand years ago and him being a human. Those are just rumors, though.
Cool. So the blade was a good guy.
So the
Betrayer
blade was a
bad
guy, not a weapon.
Right.